better globe for a better future.
The easy way is the basis behind everything. And in fact, ladies and gentlemen, that is why all rivers and some men are crooked. Because they're looking for the easy way out. We don't believe in the easy way. We believe in the hard way, hard works and education and goal setting so you know what you're aiming at. That in the long term, I believe, will take it there. I would like to very briefly read to you the 10 Commandments, and I'm not referring to the Bible. I'm referring to the 10 Commandments of integrity. I'm reading it very quickly, so you never forget them. Number 1, always be honest in dealing with others. The option is to be talked about as dishonest. 2, always be on time for appointments. The option is to excuse yourself, which makes you lost. And you saw the minister, the vice president was, in fact, he was on time. And that is very good for Kenya. A good example he showed. Number 3, always under-promise and over-deliver. The option is to be treated as a bluffer. 4, always keep your word to other people. The option is to be judged as a liar. 5, always stand up for your beliefs. The option is that you have nothing to stand up for. 6, always be an example to others. The option is to be a follower in the crowd. 7, always be fair in dealings with your people. The option is to get everybody against you. 8, always be happy over others' possession. And that's not easy all the time. The option is to be jealous and envy people. 9, always admit your failures. The option is not to learn from them. And 10, last but not least, always be trustworthy. The option is that people will run away from you. So I think that that covers a lot of ground, and in the book here, of course, we are covering a lot more. And among other things, I'm taking advantage of the knowledge I know from the people in Africa in general that I want to do to be rich quick. In fact, one of the chapters in the book is called How to Get Rich Quick, the Best Way. And I think that the only way to get rich quick and be sustainable rich is by integrity. Because you don't have to watch your back and you only have to do the job once. That is why I think that Africa really will need to have that into the curriculum in the schools. So the kids are learning it from the beginning. That is also one of our Better Globe, or rather Child Africa's goal, to get integrity as a part of the curriculum in the schools so the young kids can learn it from day one. So they know that there is no option but integrity. I hope that you all will help me and Better Globe to really launch integrity in a massive way everywhere you are in the years to come. Because you who are here today, you are the ambassador of integrity. You are the people, the pace setters with integrity, and I need your help. Now, you might think that I want to make money on this book. I can tell you that is not the issue, because I'm giving the book away free. That is a prerequisite. If I wanted to sell the book, I could never sell a big amount of it because it will cost too much for the people I need to get to read the book. So in fact, you all can write it down if you have something to write on. This book can be downloaded free of charge as an e-book at betterglobegroup.com. So anyone who wants to see the book and read it can do it there. We are now attacking, I use the word attacking, all the schools all over Africa. And I need your help. Anyone who knows people in charge of schools or in schools, universities in Africa, they can give them this. We're going to make a poster in all the schools, put them up so all the students can download the book and hopefully get something out of it in the years to come. And when 40 years is passed and I'm about to leave this place, I hope it is a better place. That is my goal. And with these words, I really thank you for supporting integrity, the launch of this book by your presence. And I really hope and believe also that Kenya, this wonderful country, can prosper and grow because of the people's integrity. And that will be something that everybody will see and hear about in the years to come. Thank you very much.
So with these remarks, I'd like to hand over to Mr. Solberg again, and also say that we expect good promises from the Vice President on how the government is following up on some of these issues. Thank you very much.
It is indeed my great pleasure and honor to participate and be able to address you this morning during the launch of the latest book in Kenya by Mr. Rino Solberg, Put Integrity First. I would like to begin by congratulating you, Mr. Solberg, for your tireless efforts and contribution in the fight against corruption and promotion of integrity, not only in Africa, but all over the world. Indeed, it's very rare for a businessman of your standing to come preaching against corruption. I'm sure this is the only reason Madam Elizabeth thought it fit to come, because she has been in the forefront as in charge of the embassy of this wonderful country, Norway, in the fight against that. I'll be saying that. But Norway has also touched the hearts of the region in terms of peace-building initiatives. Fantastic. Your immediate Prime Minister, former Prime Minister, has been here. It's like a Kenyan. There's something natural about Norway and Kenya which I think all of us need to establish. No wonder Mr. Solberg himself thinks he's a half Kenyan. So it is within that background that I want to address us this morning further into the launch of this book, because we realized that even if we continue the rearing of those cows until others come home, we will not succeed. But we find that in trying to plant things like some indigenous tree species, including biofuels, we will then be becoming part of the world community. And here I'm talking about Jatropha, a plant I've not seen fully grown, but I have seedlings now. So we are also catching up, Mr. Solberg. Having been around in East Africa for the last 20 years, you have gained a lot of experience in addressing and advising on various sectoral issues, including infrastructure, transport, tourism, agriculture, and education, among others. I do appreciate that the author's aim is not to make money, and we have heard it from the horse's mouth. I'm not in any way suggesting Mr. Rino has changed from being a rhino to a horse, but we have heard it from his own mouth that he doesn't intend to make money. And that, in fact, he will give the book away for free as an e-book to anyone from schools and universities as a way of promoting integrity and prosperity in Africa. Trying to gloss over that book, I also saw that some of the comments may elicit positive academic criticism. For instance, his approach to a relationship between the developing countries like Kenya and the so-called donor community. I prefer the word partners. These are development partners. And Mr. Solberg argues that it is wrong to give any country donor money. Something like that, I think, is very healthy academically, and I want to hear what Dr. Ludeki Chair may have to say. And looking at the book again, I think it makes very easy reading, and therefore I would want to suggest that copies be made available to as many of our secondary schools, because that is where it should begin, really. The story about putting and getting Kenyans to think in terms of integrity should begin at that level. We start a little earlier, and I happen to be the Chief Commissioner of Kenya Scouts, and we teach, one of the Scout motto is to be trusted, and I'm happy you stressed that point in one of your commandments. A Scout's honor is to be trusted. And if we can begin there, it would really help. And at that very early age, young Kenyans are able to learn the Scout motto.